Madam Web movie, huh, Sony? Alright, you got my attention. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I'm Robert Storms. If you're finding me for the very first time, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, in the description box and pinned comment below is a link to our Discord. Click the link, join the Discord, and become a part of Storm Nation. We reached our goal yesterday of 250 members, and now we're on to 300 members, so we're trying to reach that goal. So please click the link, join the Discord, become a part of Storm Nation. So, it's being reported that Sony is developing a Madam Web movie. Now, reports of this came back last year in September, and now it's being reported that veteran TV director S.J. Clarkson has signed on to help develop this movie. Clarkson is known for Life on Mars, Heroes, Dexter, Bates Motel, Jessica Jones, Defenders, and a lot more. So here are my thoughts on a possible Madam Web movie. I think it's brilliant. A lot of these movies that Sony likes to throw out, like, hey, Silver and Black and Morbius and all this stuff. And yes, the trailer for Morbius looks good. Doesn't mean I still wasn't like, oh my God, why are you doing a Morbius movie? You know, yes, the trailer looks good. I'm very much intrigued by this movie now. But you know, a Madam Web movie makes sense. If they're gonna continue with like these Venom movies and Into the Spider-Verse movies and all these different type of Spider-Man spin-off films, a Madam Web makes sense because Madam Web can be the one. She could be the Nick Fury of this universe. And I'm telling you, if Sony would somehow do a Spider-Verse movie, like a legit Spider-Verse live-action movie, and you bring back Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and you have those three, and then you just bring in other characters like Scarlet Spider, Superior Spider-Man, you know, Spider-Man 2099, like you bring in these other characters, man, you're going to make Avengers-type money, okay? Spider-Man is a massively popular character. You know, I'm a massive Spider-Man fan myself. So if you're telling me you're doing a Madam Web movie, I'm thinking that Sony has something up their sleeves, that they're looking down the line to maybe crossing all these over. Now, whether or not Tobey Maguire wants to come back, I think Andrew Garfield will come back. Andrew Garfield's a massive Spider-Man fan. He wanted to continue playing Spider-Man. You know, unfortunately, things were out of his hands, and they went in a different direction. But Tobey Maguire, I don't know if Tobey Maguire would want to come back. I think if you throw enough money at him, hopefully he would come back. But if you do a Madam Web movie, to me, I feel like you're setting up a universe. You're looking to set up this interconnected universe. You can bring in Tom Hardy's Venom. You can bring in like all these different characters. What would the story be? I don't know. You can do anything with the story. Like the animated Into the Spider-Verse, or, you know, that had, you know, Kingpin. But then in the Spider-Man comic, it was Mysterio. And then you get into, you know, Dan Slott's Spider-Man run with you know, Spider-Verse and so on. And it's just different characters, different stories. So you have a lot of freedom to do what you want. Maybe you can just do something where the multiverse is collapsing and Madam Web needs Spider-Man to try to fix the multiverse. And that's where all the other Spider-Man come in. And maybe Mysterio from another universe is behind the multiverse collapsing. And there's so many things you could do, so many endless possibilities. So Madam Web, I think, is one of the first spin-offs where I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, and I can see where they can go with that. Silver and Black never made sense. It's like, you know, I love Black Cat, if you couldn't tell. And I would love to see a Black Cat film if Black Cat is done right. Why team her up with Silver Sable? I'm not too sure. You could do a Jessica Drew movie. You could do a Spider-Gwen movie. There's so many things you could do. I just thought of it. What if they brought back Emma Stone to play Spider-Gwen? That would be amazing, man. Yes, do this Madam Web movie. The possibilities are endless. They absolutely are endless. I do think a giant Spider-Man crossover movie would make a ton of money, and I'm telling you, Madam Web, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see, like you would have to get like a Kate Blanchett to play like Madam Web, though. I mean, I guess you could go younger Madam Web. I prefer like the Adam Web, the Adam Web. Sure, I prefer the Madam Web. I prefer the much older type Madam Web, but Kate Blanchett was just the first name that popped in my mind. I'm pretty sure there's tons of different actresses who could play Madam Web. But I want to know what you guys think, though. Madam Web, do you guys like the idea of Sony actually going forward with this project? Do you like Madam Web? Do you think this could open the doors for more interconnected Spider-Man stories? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below, guys. And also, don't forget to hit that link, join the Discord, become a part of Storm Nation. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.